Yo, what's good, everybody? Y'all know what it do and what it don't. It's your boy Ryan here on Millennials in Motion, where we get a real, relatable, and entertaining spiel of adulthood from the millennial perspective on the 90.5 Flavor Station here with episode 1, you feel me? So before we get into these topics, we're going to have everybody introduce themselves since this is the first time y'all hearing us. So everybody go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Molly Mall on the mic. You know, you usually hear this voice on the Saturday morning show, but now it's time for me and my brother to kind of start something new, start something different. This is gonna be our first episode, so I hope everybody enjoys it.
Hear ye. Hello, everyone. I'm Haji, and I'm just happy to be here. I think I'm probably really just going to be coming from the more historical, racial perspective of things because I have that tendency. So, yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bree. I'm ready to have some deep conversations. I'm ready to get the topic rolling, and I'm ready to have some fun. So stay tuned for the latest from the greatest.
Hey y'all, my name is Nyla from Broward County, Florida.
Crap.
And I'm excited. I'm ready to get started.
Alrighty. So first topic we gonna get into is if you could give parents advice on how to raise a successful black child, what would it be?
Hoot hoot.
Well, I'm gonna start off by saying I don't think we have enough knowledge yet to really say.
Neither do they.
That's true. That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
But parenthood is a lot harder than we believe, because at the end of the day, you got to realize our parents were really trying the best they could.
Mm-hmm.
But there were there are areas that they can most definitely improve. So
what areas would you say?
I would say really getting to know your child more. I would say a lot of parents tend to think once their child reaches teenage years, that's kind of when they get a little bit distant, kind of let them, they don't really ask them, are they okay as much? But I really feel like the teenage years are the years that are most crucial. Those are the times when parents should really be in tune with their child's lives, because those are one of the most essential years of your life. You really make a lot of crucial decisions. You have a lot of experiences, and sometimes we don't have that older figure to open up to or to ask for advice. So to have your parent actually come to you and speak to you, I feel like that would be very, very, very essential when it comes to parenting.
Yeah, I think that one of the main things that parents need to focus on in the future is allowing their child to be comfortable to come to you to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
If you get into some trouble, you shouldn't have a problem going to your mom, telling her what happened.
Right.
I think kids are more worried about the repercussions and the consequences of what they're doing, that they don't feel comfortable to go.
Mm-hmm. But I feel too, also, that's something you should definitely have in the back of your mind, the consequences, because you understand what you did at hand.
Right.
But I will say, though, I feel like parents should definitely go a little bit further in depth on how they kind of handle the consequences of what their child may do, because I know we definitely talked about, the whole thing about, black parents, kind of giving their kids whoopings, or physical,
Hashtag stop doing that.
It's kind of I feel like they could kind of expand on initially different routes to where they could kind of treat their kids with different consequences to where you still getting the results you need. Well, not results, but you getting the results you need, but at the same time though, it's no initial abuse or mentally, physically, emotionally, because that's when all that comes.
How do y'all feel about when parents just let their kids, they're okay with them drinking and smoking at home because they're there?
Well, so my first time drinking was at home, and I think
how old were you?
young,
Okay,
I, middle school.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, she didn't let me.
Oh,
She didn't let me. No, she didn't let me. We wasn't cocking back shots.
right. But
we wasn't throwing back shots and stuff.
My mama didn't play that.
But she let me have a little sip or whatever. But I think allowing your kids, not even so much allowing, but exposing them to that early on, it helps in the end, because when I got to college, and even when I got to high school, I know people who lost their lives and who have basically lost their way because of drug and alcohol abuse.
Right.
Because you get buck wild and you feel like, okay, well, I'm here now. I've never done this before. Well, let me dabble. And they don't know how to ration it out. They don't know self-control. And I was somebody who didn't really have that issue, along with a lot of my other friends who may have had my mother wasn't a free-range parent, but you know what I mean? Like, she was like, okay, well, I'd rather you do it here and see that it's not all that than you get out there and get addicted.
Go crazy.
I think it's also another topic of, is your child mature? Do they know? Like, I don't know. It's just, you don't want to drink, or you I don't know how to explain it.
My thing is, though, it's like kids gonna be curious. Kids gonna be like,
they're gonna do it regardless.
You feel me? So I feel like initially parents, they should try to stop, cover, and hinder all of that, knowing that they're gonna experience that at some point. Because they don't realize that they're not the only influence in the child's life. You know, they go to school, they have all their friends, their teachers, and just the outside people of the world that's gonna influence everything that they think and see initially. So I feel like trying to really just reveal that to them and explain to them initially how they should go about that in a way to where it's healthy, and initially, you know, you gonna make the choice whether you want to do it or not, and then kind of deal with the consequences. But at least they have an understanding of initially, like, okay, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen. If you don't, then you know this could also happen initially. But a lot of kids, they don't really experience that, because a lot of parents, they just try to cover that and hinder that experience of what those things could kind of do to you initially.
I think another issue with parents as well, I don't know if this is a racial thing. It might not be, but just messing up the laws of nature. Every action has a reaction. So anything you do is going to have a positive or a negative consequence. And a lot of parents, one, they either administer extra consequences on top of the consequences that the child already got, or they shelter them from the consequences that they could possibly have. And I feel like if I'm already getting in trouble at school, or this is already happening for me, and I got into a fight and now I can't play in the basketball game on Friday, as a parent, why are you punishing me extra? I've already learned from my actions. And I don't think people are allowing their children to mature in that way that you mentioned, because it's like, as a child, we all have the same emotions as adults. They're just the ones who are supposed to know how to act.
But that's another thing too, like even like learning now, I was talking to a therapist and literally like how I'm trying to understand like how to process my emotions in a healthy manner. Cause you'd be amazed like how much you really don't understand your emotions, or how much emotional intelligence goes into your everyday life. So I feel like backtracking to how you were saying, like adults or the parents are supposed to understand that. They kind of communicate that to the kids. They don't even understand that fully.
Nope.
Especially with black
kids. They stooping down to the level of the kids.
It's a cycle of just continual not understanding.
So my question is, so how do you kind of grasp that understanding? At least us as young adults, how do you think that we should grasp that understanding?
We have to start parenting our parents.
In what way?
Honestly, so we gotta be a change. We gotta have to raise our kids in the right way.
We do have to be a change. Like, it's okay. So for example, with my mom, she was very specific with a lot of things with me growing up. Like, honestly, she really didn't care for me to have tattoos. She didn't care for she didn't really care to listen to my religious kind of beliefs in a sense. But over time, as I got older and as I started to speak to her more, she really started to take a chance and actually listen to what I have to say. So now she's more open to the idea of tattoos. She's open to lots of other things. You can teach your parents. You have to realize your parents they only know what they've been through.
Right.
And everybody's life is different. So we all experience different things. So, knowledge is something that you literally learn something new every day. So it's not a lot of people will they will say it's kind of disrespectful, or you're cross that boundary or make it seem like you know more than your parents.
Back.
Right.
But sometimes you gotta
but sometimes you really just have to know how to express yourself and get your point across.
And as your parents get older, I know with me and my mother, we had a period where it was just oh, here she go. So, and now that I'm in college and that I've been away for a while and that I kind of stopped visiting home and stuff, she kind of cherishes our relationship more, because parents think about that. They're like, dang, I'm getting older. What if they don't want their kids to come? What if they think about that type of stuff? And so I think that also adds more into me and my mother's relationship, and we have disagreements about stuff, and I'll just be like, well, I don't appreciate how you're talking to me, and I don't think that this is correct. and she'll come back and be like, you know what, you might have been right. And that's not something I experienced as a kid, but now I think now that she's like appreciating the relationship more, like, and seeing me as a person and not as her kid, then it's, you know,
it's the same way.
But relationships improve when you move away. So for all you freshmen out there,
true. That is very true.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
But not to completely take away from parents, I do believe that there are some aspects that parents are completely right about, like letting your child be out to like 3 o'clock in the morning and they're 16. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
So
that is a bit much.
I feel like with that, they have a right aspect with that, because that also teaches them that it's not a good look. You want to conduct yourself in a respectable manner, you know, type stuff, because ain't nothing open past.
I don't know. It depends though, because
my mom.
But it depends.
But them legs. So you know, you just want to be on the right path. And with that, I agree. You know, as I'm going into my career and stuff, it's just a good look.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I feel like everybody, like I said, those consequences, because, you know, people can say what they want about curfews not working and all that stuff. And you guys weren't here around that time, but during, like, FAMU during COVID time, we were on lockdown real bad.
Most definitely.
And so, basically, the curfew was what, 12?
Oh.
It was 10 during the week, I think.
It was 10 during the week, 12 on the weekend.
Crazy.
And so...
I'm at Coleman. What do you mean?
Girl, no. Even everything shut down. Everything was shut down. And so... Obviously, we're in college, and everybody was like, okay, well, I'm grown, right? People was going out past curfew, was coming back with COVID. So you see...
I was say that was me, but I ain't catching no COVID.
You know, that's just a small level of things that can happen. There have been stuff that happened to me, and I was out, and in my brain, I'm like, child, I know I don't usually go out around this time, and I know that's why I shouldn't go out. So you're going to... Eventually, children are going to learn. I mean...
I feel like you just got to raise your child to be smart. Raise them to know how to analyze the situation and know when it's time to go.
They're gonna know when something maybe sometimes when something don't feel right.
So you can always feel it.
I don't know how I feel about this going out past this time and stuff like that. So
I got a question. Y'all ever snuck out before?
No.
I've never snuck out.
No.
I've never snuck out.
Bro, I've
snuck in.
I never had nowhere to go.
I couldn't even sneak out my house. My house was a 2-story house. We had an alarm system, so any door you open, the house gonna go off.
Exactly, just like that. I had an alarm.
My mama had Life 360, so
that's cute.
Yeah.
I didn't get that till I got in school, like in college.
I never.
She gave me Life 360. Oh, like with your friends. Okay.
Oh, I've never had that.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. My friend, she got into a car crash, and it told us when she got into
it literally
one.
tells you. It tells
How
you
does
how
it know?
Because the motion,
like you going fast,
it can set the jerk.
It tells you like how fast you're driving.
How fast they're driving.
And if they notice like you stop really fast, then they tell everybody that you.
It was crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
That's the engineering, boy.
Yeah.
yeah. You know, web developing.
You feel me? But okay. We finna get into the next topic. It's pretty kind of sort of similar to the first topic though. But the question is, what are y'all opinions on how black mothers treat their sons versus their daughters?
Oh my goodness.
I want to hear y'all spill. Go ahead. I want to hear the ladies spill on this.
Then I want to hear Jamal.
I'm gonna just say, okay, look, I have a god brother, right? We're not blood brothers, but our moms, they have been friends since high school. They're best friends. Me and him are like 2 months apart. So
that's your brother.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
So oh my God, all throughout like middle school and high school, I'd be like, this is not fair. Like, it was never fair. He got to, go out and do stuff. I had to be at home. He got to, be with his friends. I had to be at home. Yeah. It was like, he be getting treated so differently. And then my mom would be like, it's because you're a girl. And I'd be like,
oh, she told you straight up.
Yes.
See, with my mama, it's always, I'm trying to bring it to her attention. I'm like, I have a 14, 13, some younger little brother, and no matter what he does.
You don't know your brother's age?
He just had a birthday,
Right.
So no matter what he does, it's always, oh, that's just Bryce being Bryce, he's a babe. He's the youngest also. So the youngest boy, so he gets away with everything. And I'm telling my mom, it's like, it's not fair, Yes, I'm 16, 17, 18, older than him, but still.
Like,
give me the same respect.
Like, it's literally. So, like.
I don't know. I'm an only child. So.
Same.
So, it's like, I've witnessed some crazy stuff, though. Like, with my cousins and stuff, like the dudes, they be getting locked up, they be this, they be dogging women out, all of this stuff, and they're like the celebrities of the family, and everybody like, oh, there he go, da, 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 da. But nobody ever holds men accountable.
Well, okay,
from what I've seen.
Well, accountable for what exactly?
Anything.
Y'all get to do whatever y'all want.
Literally, it could be. I can't. It's so many things I can't even think of them.
I don't know about all that.
Especially in the dating like scenario. Like,
oh yes.
If your son is bringing home a different girl every single day, you're gonna be like, oh,
you're gonna greet every single one of those women.
Bro,
like, hey, you want to play? You want something to eat?
No.
Bro,
but then if your daughter does
ain't gonna lie.
Your daughter did that. Oh, wait. So that's not. Who is that?
No,
that's not the same one that was here last time.
Like, if my mama was like,
slow down.
Who is this girl? No, if she sold me like that, I'll be like, Ma, like that's so green.
Either
like,
way,
I was gonna say my mama ain't going for none of that. So I mean, hey, that ain't apply to me.
Oh, okay. You're one of
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like my mom understands the fact that I have a lot of female friends. So like, she's like, okay.
Here we go.
They not
Here
messing
we
with you, my
go.
boy.
Listen.
Female
So like,
air quotes.
Like she understands because honestly, I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. Like,
Be completely real.
like I just don't. Sometimes males have like this weird like ego thing.
Oh yeah,
and
we
I
know.
don't like being around that. So
And y'all
because
y'all hang out for 2 hours, and next thing you know, y'all are doing push-up.
like why? So like so because of that, I tend to
Who's the
like I
strongest?
literally
Please sit
just
down.
choose to hang around more females. So because of that, my mom understands that, and whenever I bring like girls around, like she actually makes an attempt to, you know, like get to know them, know their names. Cause like usually if I bring you around my mom,
You valid.
yeah, and I expect to hang out with you more. So like,
yeah.
you feel me? This is not like it's not gonna be your first time in like, you know, in this type of setting. So my mom is like familiar with most of my friends and stuff. So I wouldn't even say that it's like we get away with everything. It's just the circumstances are a little bit different. Like with a girl, it's like honestly, y'all can have male friends and that's completely fine.
Well, yeah, but
the whole world's gonna judge you and think
Right.
the way
that you're-
parents
that's
think,
just-
like
that's-
it's, I don't know.
That's just how society
explain
like
it.
thinks. Like it's there's a double standard for certain things.
Because when you think about it too, y'all thinking from like a mother's perspective. Think about it from a father's perspective.
It's worse.
Right.
Do y'all know how much y'all get baby from y'all dads?
Okay,
man?
but
That
it's
is very true.
It's the same thing though. I feel like if you're okay, for example, like for a guy, it's macho for a guy to have a whole bunch of women around
Like,
him all
oh,
the time. Your dad gonna be
You're
like,
so
oh wow,
weird.
like starting them off young.
Right, that's my.
But let your daughter have a guy friend that she's not even dating, and it's like,
what you need
get
him for?
away.
What he doing?
Yeah, what is he doing? So
But
Where
you gotta
y'all
be
finna
like
go?
that. though,
No,
at
you
the
don't.
time.
Okay, listen. I will say
Oh,
I don't have any sisters. So honestly, that the dynamic in my household is very, because I have 2 younger brothers, so we're literally all boys.
So you guys are all getting away
Me
with
too.
everything.
So-
mine is all girls, and then my one brother.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like,
me.
So like
Right.
for me, I personally wouldn't know how that goes. But if I was to have a daughter, I don't think I would be the type that's really like
We'll see in about 30
overprotected
years.
because of the fact that I found that the men that are kind of like overprotected with their daughters become a lot sneakier, and that's not a relationship.
But the reason men be acting like that is because when they were their daughter's age, they was a mess.
I understand
And
that,
they
and
don't-
I completely understand that. But I wouldn't want my daughter to build a sneaky tendencies. I wouldn't want her to be sneaky with me. If anything, I want my kids to be like
Really
straight
open,
up,
yeah.
open, honest, and because of that, I'm gonna be open with them. So, you know, I'm gonna allow her to. If she has a little boyfriend, whatever the case is, I want to meet him. He can come over. Y'all can hang out. But like, there's a respect thing. Like there's certain boundaries.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
What's up?
When y'all brought people home, did y'all like go in the room,
I
or
didn't
was y'all sitting in the
bring
living room?
home.
Okay, so
'Cause I
original.
was sitting in the living room,
Like with your boyfriends or like your friends, period?
like boyfriends. Well, my mom wouldn't let no boys in my room, and if we was in the room, it was
I
like
ain't
my
never
best
bring
friend
No female in my house.
with the door open.
My mama.
So, okay, so I'ma
See,
say-
that's tricky because that's tricky. 'Cause, I mean, I've had male friends in my room, but they were just
Yeah.
male friends.
Male
Right.
friends.
And then the last boyfriend that my parents met, child, we ain't make it that deep enough. So he came to the door of the house, but
He didn't even make it in.
you know, he ain't really make it in.
For sure.
So yeah,
like just that night or just in general. Like,
in
y'all ain't
general, like it was just like, hey, what's up? Like, I met my parents and everything, and that was pretty much it. But like, I don't know. I don't think my parents would have a problem with it. But I feel like out of respect, like, okay, for example, we're all in college, right? And you dating somebody, and then they say, okay, well, I'm gonna stay at your house for classic weekend. Out of respect, I feel like your significant other should stay in the guest room or on the couch because y'all not married. So it's like,
personally, me, I'm not gonna even try to like stay in the house or sleep in the house at that night. I'm gonna just find my own spot.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm acquainted with the parents.
But I'm saying though, that's not my I'm tripping. That's my significant other, but that's not my whole family as of yet. Right. So I feel like I don't want to set myself up to where I'm already comfortable in the family enough to where, you know, y'all just let me stay. I mean, y'all cool with me like that, but yeah, unless we really like that like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saving money.
You just try to get you a free room, but you know.
No, but I mean, you're basically in the family. Like, you're in the family.
I'm saying, okay, if I'm in the family, then okay.
Y'all in it like that.
I'm saying if I wasn't in it, but if I'm in it for sure, but I'm just saying.
So if it's your girlfriend and she coming to stay, like she okay, you know what I'm saying? If
I get what you're saying, but I'm just thinking from the perspective,
you stay in a hotel?
You know, we're not established like that, where it's like both of our families are cool, or like we're cool with each other's families initially. Then I'll be like, okay, I'll find my own B&B, I'll be at my own hotel, or you know, find my own people to stay with initially. But we're established like that, where you know, we're cool with each other's family. They cool with me, they love me, everything. Sure, I'll make it happen.
I feel like if you that cool, the parents will be like, "Are you staying? Are you gonna stay tonight?"
Right. That's what I'm saying. Parents gonna be like, "Where you staying at?"
I don't clean the house.
They'll be like, a hotel.
They will ask that.
Personally, I'm not asking my mama because I already know the answer. She gonna be like, no. So,
not even for a couch, like on the couch. She would say no.
If he ain't got nowhere else to go, maybe. But
I feel like it's levels too.
I think it's levels.
You can't just, you know, be in a relationship and just be like, hey, I'm gonna go to your people's house. Like, no, your people's gotta cordially meet you. You know, have the nice little dinner. They talk. Get to know you.
But I feel like in the bedroom that is a bit much.
But listen,
with door closed, oh no.
Like honestly,
that's a bit much.
You have to. Like Ryan said, it's levels. You have to build. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very good with parents. So like because of that. bro, I don't like.
Why are you looking at that?
I don't like, bro.
When they say that, you know they're a man.
I don't like these little snickers and giggles I'm seeing in the other studio. But like, I'm very good with parents. So like, when I meet people's parents, like, I mean, not to like toot my own horn or to sound cocky and nothing, but like, you feel me? The parents usually
my brother's a people's man.
You feel
me?
They fall in love with me. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like they be like honestly, they're gonna start asking. How many
sets of parents have you met?
Realistically,
if it's over
honestly,
3.
Oh, you trying to
realistically too?
He's very good. Like he been through a couple.
Right,
like he got experience.
Your experience.
It's only been like it's only been like 2 or 3. It's only been like 2 or 3. For real. Okay. But I'm just saying.
How you know you good? It gotta be at least 5.
Because
why gotta be a number?
Like why?
I'm good with parents.
The thing is, I hit every single time. Like not y'all. See y'all.
Why what?
No. See y'all thinking about it. No,
y'all think about it the wrong way.
Feel me? I'm saying with the parents, I hit it off.
He don't
with the 3 sets of parents you met,
he's never met.
They were gonna let you stay over for classic weekend.
Yeah.
My dog 3 for 3. You feel me?
All right.
All hits, no miss.
How that work in basketball? That's a what you call it?
That's a
3-pointer.
Yeah. It's a 3-pointer.
A 3-pointer.
3-pointer. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. We gonna move on to the next topic. So the next topic we gonna go into is the world becoming too sensitive? So Bree, elaborate on that.
Okay. So I feel like it has to do with like cancel culture. Like everybody's getting canceled for every little thing. And it's really a sensitive topic to talk about because you have to then go into...
we keeping it real here.
Right. You then have to go into what is okay and what's not okay.
Right.
Like think about the show The Boondocks.
I love The Boondocks.
I feel like The Boondocks will never, ever be broadcasted ever again because people are not... There's somebody gonna always have a problem with it. Because it explored so many different stereotypes, so many like prejudices. Like it was just... It was one of them shows.
I feel like it was entertaining, but it gave the real spill. Like,
it really did. Like
black culture for real.
But I watched the Boondocks. They had a lot of messages. Like,
so my thing is just like, I think the world is... actually, sensitive shouldn't be the word. I think we're becoming more aware of different
I like that
problems that usually people swept under the rug. So
I want to say, I just want to give a formula for cancel culture because it's such a big thing. Like, people want to stop cancel culture. Cancel culture only works if the community that's directly funding the artist or the brand decides we're going to up and stop. And I think that's what happens with cancel culture. Like, somebody, for example, Doja Cat, right?
I was thinking Doja.
Like, people found out, oh, Doja Cat's racist, or oh, Doja Cat's homophobic or colorist or whatever. But you cannot cancel Doja Cat if the bulk of her listeners don't cancel Doja Cat. Same thing with DaBaby, same thing with Boosie. Like, that's
Honestly,
how it works.
Boosie don't care. Y'all can't.
He never cared.
He don't care about
But
none
I
of
don't think, like,
Boosie gonna be Boosie, boy, regardless.
Ooh. I don't think that the world is sensitive. I think that, like, just like you said, people are more aware, and people can't keep getting away with the same things that they're getting away with in the name of comedy. You know what I mean? Like, some things it's just like, if you can't be funny or you can't entertain without being negative all the time, then you're not really funny and you're not really talented.
But at the same time, does that eliminate like all dark humor?
No, but dark humor's for the house.
I feel like dark humor is selective
for the house.
Yeah, that's like.
So you're saying it's okay to talk about it behind closed doors?
Honestly, you just gotta read. You gotta read the room. You gotta know your audience. You gotta know.
You gotta know, like,
your delivery has to be on point.
Yeah, if you on a pedestal, that's like Beyonce. Like,
timing is everything.
I'm not gonna bring up no dark humor, but y'all understand where we getting with it.
So how long do y'all think it's okay to reach back and be like, oh, 10 years ago I saw that you said yada yada yada?
Well, I
what
feel
purpose
like
you gotta do all that for?
People do that,
but that's
all
what
the
they're
time.
doing.
They do.
That's what they're doing.
Like,
They pull up old tweets that they tweeted, and sometimes it be bad. Like, you should have never ever thought to say that.
Yeah.
I don't care how old it is, but other times it'd be like, okay, as an individual, you mature, and now they're older and they probably learned from that experience.
I think the public wants to see, okay, you matured. How did you mature? Can you prove to me that you've matured?
Yeah.
Because the way I was raised, you don't say nothing that you wouldn't repeat. That's what I was told as a child. So I try to be cognizant of the things I say or the things I post and stuff like that. So that's why, okay, I'm thinking of Saucy Santana, but you know, when all those tweets about Blue Ivy and stuff came out, the public is looking to see, okay, well, I know he said that Kim K's baby was better looking than Blue Ivy and all this other stuff. But, you know, he used the Beyonce sample for his song.
Right.
So the Beehive was just like, didn't you just say that a couple years ago? But it wasn't so much. In media, it's all about how you recover. So it's like, I can either say, yeah, I said what I said and lose all of these fans, or I can say, you know what, that was the past. I was in a different headspace back then. I didn't understand, and I'm better now.
I think as the media
recover.
aspect of life starts to evolve, we need to learn what to post and what not to post.
I have another question.
They post too much nowadays.
So, in regards to like what you just said too, do you think that everything like people will say, like it's necessary to have a response to everything? Because like in regards to the Saucy Santana situation, if he just didn't respond because of the fact that he felt like, not that it wasn't necessary, but there wasn't going to be any benefit for him or anybody by him responding, whether it may seem as a positive or negative, because more than likely people still gonna find a negative in anything that he says. So initially, is that wrong too, or
no? I feel like it depends on the level of celebrity or stardom you're at. Saucy Santana, he seemed big to us because we're in the Black community, and I don't know if y'all all from Florida, but a lot of us are from Florida, so we're familiar with him. Yeah. But when you're not big like that yet, and you trying to get somebody like Beyonce on your team, yes, you need to respond. Because people are going to be coming up, kids, everybody going to be like, okay, well, how does he feel about this? Is he somebody who we can have at our school for homecoming? Is he somebody who we can have at a baby shower? Is he somebody who can host a party? Like, when you on a lower level, I think you do have to respond. You have to have a good media team on you,
because you're still trying to
Beyonce, she can never say anything ever again in this whatever,
and we will love her,
and we'll still love her, but you're still fighting to keep your name good when you're low. So
that's how it be.
I think
the Beehive and the Barbs, y'all be going hard for them too.
no, the K-pop people is the ones to watch out for.
They go
K-pop people making their way up. Like, they harder than Beehive, for real.
Nah, for real.
Wait, this is the first episode, and everybody did not say where they're from. So I'm gonna need everybody to go around and say where they're from.
You can store it. Go ahead.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, say who you are.
Oh, for
Right,
sure.
who are you?
If you don't know, it's your boy Molly Mall from the 305, aka Mr. Bring the Campus Alive, the hottest personality on 90.5.
All right.
Okay, Slick Rick.
Guy. But yeah.
Let me see what I can come up with.
I'm saying, like, I gotta come with it. You feel me?
gotta match
I thought we just said where we coming from. Like,
You gotta
The
match
script.
that. What?
Man, y'all just say where y'all from. Ain't gonna lie, like I already had that for like the Saturday morning show, so I just used.
all right, I got something for the next show for sure. It's all good.
Next show, I'm gonna need everybody
We're
to
gonna be
come
in the
prepared
studio.
with their little introduction slogan.
With the
like,
bars.
Right.
Yeah.
Think of something.
Well, let me see. 305 thought they was heaven, but the 407 is what I'm repping. I'm from the orangiest, citrusest, juiciest, Mickey Mouse earsy-est city of Orlando, Florida.
For sure.
Okay, for sure.
Okay, I got it.
Top that.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bree. I'm from the Triple D, Dallas, Texas. You know where everything is bigger and better.
Okay.
I love that.
All right, I got you. It's your boy Ryan here, where we just can drive on I-95, Broward County, Florida. You feel me?
Not the juke joint.
I kind of messed it up, but it's all good.
Nah, you good. You good.
What's up, y'all? It's Nyla, and I'm from 954. We got them big P's, big
yeah.
Pompano.
Okay, Big Pompano.
Okay.
Oh, you repping Pompano? I'm
Oh,
repping Deerfield.
Lord.
We cousins.
Y'all neighbors.
We down the street. We down
Nah,
the
for real,
street.
we down the street.
She cool with Kodak and them.
Kodak bopping on.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about moving to Florida, the slang here
Yeah.
is
It's different from different Florida regions, too.
right.
It is.
Like, I came up here, people don't say sherm.
Sherm.
Yeah.
What does
Question
sherm mean?
Okay, so sherm is like another word for like lame.
Yeah.
So like,
You a sherm?
I've heard it
Ooh,
before.
like
but
he's
it's
sherm
not-
or
people don't use
sherm.
that.
I can't say it on air, but sherm, insert. You know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like it. It's like yeah.
That song was so sherm.
No, that's not how you're not using it correctly.
Two of the words that I've learned is swanging and twirling.
Use them in give
Where
a
they-
sentence.
Like my friends are from Tampa.
I was gonna
so
say, where
Oh,
they from?
Tampa's so lame.
They twirling. That's kind of new.
they be like, oh, this
they're from Tampa.
This party twirling. Or
Nah.
if my
Nah, I ain't
Tampa
gonna
friends
lie.
listening to this, I'm sorry if I'm using it wrong.
Nah,
okay.
I met somebody, one of my homeboys from Tallahassee. He says swinging. Like he'll be like the set swinging today.
Oh, okay,
The set
okay.
swing.
I've
it's
heard
like
that.
having like it's like
Yeah, I've heard
it's
that.
live.
I've
Yeah.
heard swirling.
Nah,
though.
even Tallahassee lingo a little different though.
No,
Cause
Tallahassee.
Nah, I heard brose. I'm like, bro, what? I ain't never heard that before.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, I heard another one too. I forgot it, but I heard another one. Apparently, it's this dance that used to be real in back in the Tallahassee days. Like back in the Tallahassee days.
A dance?
Back, it was some dance called something. But I'm gonna find out.
We gonna figure that out for the next episode.
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna find
sure.
out. But yeah, it's different across the region. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay. So we gonna take a step back. That homecoming coming up pretty soon. You feel me? Everybody getting they
I ain't
fits
got no
to get.
money.
No, for real. I'm
Rent coming up too.
I'm trying to figure out. Y'all see, I don't got a cut yet. You feel
Refund
me?
still ain't hit.
Oh my! Fam, you get right.
It's usually rent and utilities being due like right in
The
there.
same day, the same time. You'll get in the same day, same time. You got a late fee too. It's crazy.
Late fee.
No, we gonna go ahead and fill out that paper that say take that late fee off my account.
Oh my goodness.
It's giving very much rent.
The financial should have been dropped.
rent a dorm for the week.
But the question is mainly for the ladies too, cause you gotta get the installs,
hair, the nails, the
the hair,
lashes,
everything. You got everything
the
right.
fits.
Is $225 a good price for small knotless thigh length and hair included?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
That's not bad.
It's not bad for.
I don't like knotless. I said it, y'all. I said what I said. But I just like the knot in braids. I like how they used to look.
You like the regular knots?
I really enjoy them. I have locks now, so.
If you are on-campus braider, you should be giving out that little 20%.
You should be charging them more than $80.
No, like you have to understand, we're all in college.
So they said
Nobody
they gotta make a living too.
Right.
Child, in Florida, you don't even need a braiding license anymore.
That was a thing?
Yes, you used to need a braiding license to braid hair and to shampoo hair and to do roller sets. Now you don't.
Need that in Texas.
So now that you're unlicensed, I'm gonna need for you to bring the price down.
Because you're not really up on it.
Because what am I paying?
You don't got no.
I was in a group meet the other day, the FAMU beauty group meet. Somebody posted,
God bless her soul.
I'm doing wig installs, but it said come braid it down.
See, they getting out of control.
And then it was like a 200 install. Excuse me?
Oh no.
Excuse me?
But why, bro? That's the crazy. But the thing I don't
the braid
understand,
down, y'all be charging a lot too just for the braid.
I grew up back in the day. I grew up in the day of the $30 quick weave, $45 sew-in. No matter what. That's when I grew up.
I need to go back there.
You know, back in the day. So I just feel like, what is an install? I'm paying you to glue a wig to my forehead.
That's crazy. Like,
what is it? They don't even do sew-ins no more. They don't braid down. They don't wash hair. They don't trim your ends.
What they do? Just lace?
They just lace.
All they do is glue your forehead.
They just lace.
And you don't need a license for that either.
They barely even glue the forehead.
I'm saying, what happened to the sew-ins? They don't.
They stopped doing them.
What happened if the glue? If
I
the
got a
wig can't
hairstylist
come
back
on?
home.
She do sew-ins.
She do sew-ins.
Yeah, like the glue is too permanent.
It's not gonna not come on.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna
you don't
come
think
on.
so?
Okay.
Good sew-in.
She charge 100 on Wednesdays.
Only gonna take you. It take you 45 minutes to sew the hair to the head, and then the lace is probably what's gonna take up most of your time. So I just feel like.
And then I'm gonna want you to style it. Like, can you curl it for me, please?
Any basic economics class would tell you that they're charging too much.
I grew up in a time where we used to get $15 haircuts. Now
$10 for real, boy.
No cap.
I heard y'all gotta pay deposits for y'all haircuts nowadays.
What? Yeah, but these barbers getting too sassy for my liking, and I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah. And they don't be on time. Every time you set an appointment, they don't never start on time.
Bro, why?
At least y'all getting facials and stuff with y'all haircuts. We're not getting nothing.
Really, that's kind of extra too. I'm not gonna lie.
They don't even have no food in their refrigerator, and they
don't even offer you no water.
The bare minimum, you get in a lineup and probably
and you gotta watch what they watch on their TV and hold their kids.
They don't even give you the remote no more.
And you gotta play with their dog. Like what?
And you gotta go to the store with them because they ran out of hair.
Yeah.
But the hair's supposed to be included.
Actually, she got tired. She said, "Can you come back tomorrow?"
Then you know what? I'm coming for y'all. Y'all medium knotless people that's providing hair. Medium knotless is like medium and small mixed together, right? Mm-hmm. So on average, like her head size, I would think, okay, you could probably fit like 90 braids, 90's medium, if that, maybe 80, right? They will give her like 20 knotless braids just so that they can save on hair. And call it, they'll braid the braid small, but the parts will be big. Mm-hmm. And a lot of Tallahassee braiders, I don't know what it is in the water, but a lot of Tallahassee braiders braid like that, and it's just so weird to me. Big parts, small braids.
Small braids, I really don't.
I gonna say I don't look right.
It don't.
So not.
It look like Tommy from Rugrats.
I feel like I'm getting a lot of insight on female hair that I did not have before. So now when I'm walking around campus, I'm most definitely going to be
clocking the girls. Don't be clocking the girls.
I'm gonna be like, that's what she was talking about. Like,
you're gonna see like
coming from
so
a girl.
So do it look like new growth or something like that? It look like
it be looking neat, but it just looks like a child. It looks like a child's head.
Yeah, I don't like when my braids have too much space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her parts is like, okay, for example, your parts, the part is about the same size as the braid.
Yeah. Like your parts are small. Like people be having like
they'll give her this braid, but the part will be this big.
Yeah.
You see my fingers?
Coming from a girl that don't know how to do hair, life is hard, you know. Every now and then I'm trying to drop $300 plus on the hair.
Yeah, I'm finna
lock up.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting locks. It's a lock apocalypse right now.
Lockups.
Lock-up.
Is it a lot?
Let's speak on that.
What? Oh, go ahead, Mo.
I want to know why y'all think that's happening. Because I have a you feel me, a little theory, but I wanna know if you feel me.
Well, I think with locks, it's a lot that goes into it. Well, for one, we're kind of undergoing a black renaissance right now.
Right.
And locks represent, refuge and freedom. Historically, I wish people would get the diet to match the locks because I feel like it's disrespectful to have a certain hairstyle and not really match the spiritual aspect of it. But I digress.
Do you mean like the faux locks?
I just feel like if you have locks, you shouldn't be eating pork. You shouldn't be like doing hard drugs. And I just feel like
I didn't even know it went that deep.
I think it does, because it's just like the people who started it for real, that whole movement, they don't do any of that. And that's why they're so zen all the time. And you got locks and you're chaotic. I think it's a spiritual thing.
Right, chaotic.
Just to get them.
Yeah.
You know, they say hair holds energy.
It does. And
I believe that.
locks don't, when your hair sheds, your locks, the hair don't shed. It just stayed together. Which is why you have to.
Last semester, I had to write an essay because I read a book called Augusttown, and Augusttown is basically a place in Jamaica, and in that book they talk a lot about hair. They talk a lot about locks. And in the book, one of the characters, a little boy, he went to school and his teacher really hated him, and he had super long dreads, and the teacher made him, this is based on a true story, the teacher made him cut his dreads off. So you know,
did he keep them? Did he keep them?
I don't know.
Oh.
You ain't finished the book?
I did, but like I don't
probably
think.
didn't mention
Yeah, they
that.
didn't specify whether he kept them or not. But
My
like,
bad.
Yeah.
Jesus, right?
You finished the book.
Right.
I was curious.
Nah,
Continue, though.
the teacher made him cut his dreads, and like we had to write kind of like an open end essay on it. And a lot of my family is from Jamaica, so I understand the culture a lot. And dreads have locks have a very significant meaning. Like it, like that symbolizes like your power, like Haji said. So it goes a lot deeper than just the hair itself.
Yeah.
So when I see a lot of people starting to lock up, it makes me realize, like, I feel like a lot more people are becoming aware. As Bree said, like this is a generation of a lot of awakening. Like we're not as naive as the previous generation. Like I feel like we're really becoming a lot smarter and a lot more aware of what's going on around us. So,
and I just want to give a shout out to Jay-Z, because how often do you see a multi-millionaire rapping freeform?
Him, J. Cole.
J. Cole.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're seeing it like, a lot more.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, I'm not saying, like, I'm always an advocate for locks, because I just feel like, why not? But after a while, the older you get, the more you realize, like, certain luxuries are not even luxuries anymore. All of this extra to get my hair done, and going to the hair salon used to be an empowering experience. Like, you know what I mean? You would exchange gossip or whatever, and they say, oh my God, you look so pretty. Like, it rejuvenates you.
Right.
Now it feels like a task. Going to the nail salon used to be a good thing. Now it feels like a task. So I just feel like take it into your own hands and stop going. But
That's
whatever.
real.
Yeah.
That's real. Okay. So we're going to kind of switch it up a little bit. So next topic we're going to get into... Y'all too funny. So the next topic is going to be basically dealing with imposter syndrome. So we're going to kind of...
You can do it.
So we're going to kind of relate it to like the college students, or, you know, particularly FAMU. So me personally, I feel like FAMU has this thing to where it's like we have like a certain standard.
Wait, before you begin,
what's up?
Explain what imposter syndrome is in case somebody does not know.
Okay, so for my own personal definition of what imposter syndrome is basically initially the word, it's kind of a contradiction within yourself to where you feel like you may not be doing enough, or you aren't enough in comparison to the next person, or you know, something within your life. You feel me? Where initially it's like you definitely are, but it's just like a lot of different components and factors that kind of contributes to making you feel like you aren't enough as an individual. So that being said, contributing that, or, you know, translating that to like the FAMU culture, you know, the HBCU culture, and even like just with the culture of young adults, especially with social media, I feel like we've created this persona to where it's like everybody has to set a certain standard, or you just not doing life right at all. You feel me? And I've been feeling this a lot lately too, because like it's very
close to graduation time.
Not even that. Yeah, that's very true. But it's like not even just that, but it's the fact that sometimes you set so many high expectations for yourself to where you kind of contradict yourself and like not realizing how far you came as a person, or how much you're already doing. When you kind of look at the next person and seeing what they're doing, and you kind of try to align that with your own success.
You feel like you're not doing enough.
You feel like you're not doing enough when in reality it's just initially like your success ain't the same thing as their success, so it may not look the same, and you don't really know.
Not on the same timeline.
Right.
Nope.
So
yeah, give me y'all spiel on that. What y'all think?
I wanna give y'all like my little personal experience with imposter syndrome, because this is something like
Juicy. I'm
not gonna lie, I've dealt with not just as of recently, but like throughout my life. Like so I'll say when I was younger, I was very quiet, I was very timid, I was very shy. I kind of broke out of it simply because like my mom forced me into like things like acting. So I kind of like broke out of it slowly, and I became a little bit more outspoken and learned how to use my words more. But like because of the fact that I was so quiet when I was younger, like people would like they chose to like kind of pick at me sometimes. So because of that, like it built this own imposter syndrome within myself since I was younger. And as I got older, you know, I got a little bit more comfortable within my own skin and things like that. So I kind of broke out of it a little bit more. But I noticed like it'll creep back in for like little things. Cause like right now, I'm working on, you know, a clothing line and things like that.
Okay.
But it's like I would have dropped it a lot sooner if I wasn't dealing with things like imposter syndrome, where like, you know, you kind of doubt yourself. Do I really like the way this looks? Is this the right idea? Is this the right plan? Is it gonna go how, you know, I expect it to? So I feel like that's a very, very prominent thing that a lot of people our age are dealing with. And we should be a lot more like open and comforting and inviting when it comes to like, you know, things like that.
I think the main reason people are fighting with imposter syndrome is because of social media.
That is very true.
Definitely.
That is very true.
Yeah, I think everybody sees all these Instagram models or influencers and people being successful by 21 or 22, which is really, if we think about it, not so much realistic.
It's a facade.
It's not. But now everybody's like, oh, I'm going to be rich by 22. I'm gonna have a house. I'm gonna have a boat. And like, okay, but you haven't even graduated yet.
Right.
You don't have a job.
Right. I think also, I don't know, it's a theory, but I think a potential cure for imposter syndrome, because I struggle with it a lot too, but FAMU is its own beast because college is, HBCUs are good for that reason though, because where else are you going to see so many black people that are all doing something? Everybody at FAMU is doing something.
I love
and
that.
it's not just something, it's everything something. So sometimes it can get to be a lot because people are like, you know, people are doing things around you and you feel like, oh my gosh, like, why am I not here? I'm just going to class, like, da-da-da.
I need to get involved. I need to do this.
I think the cure is finding your niche, finding out what you're good
what
at,
you love.
doing that to the best of your ability, and adding a little bit of, like, uncomfortability in there. Right. Trying something new, but still in your area.
I want to drop this little gem. Dude said this one day, and, like, it stuck with me for a very long time. He was like, get comfortable putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Yep.
Yes. So that's something like I kind of got acclimated to, and you know, whenever I feel uncomfortable or like this is something that, you know, I kind of have to work a little bit harder to achieve, it makes like it's kind of like the saying what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
You know, it only can help you build as a person.
You also have to reward yourself as well. Even if, okay, for example, y'all, like, I don't condone failing, but I failed a couple tests before, you know, and I'm not to say that I'm gonna keep doing it, but you know, but the way I look at it is I may have failed with a 49, but see, it could have been a 0.
Right.
And because it's not a 0, I'm gonna go take myself out to eat. You have to reward yourself.
I never thought about it like that.
No, but you have to reward yourself because otherwise you're not gonna see the incentive. Especially at FAMU, you know, discretion and stuff like that. A lot of times there's not gonna be anybody there to applaud you.
Right.
So you have to be your person on the sidelines, like, yay, go me. So you gotta reward yourself, even if, you know, traditionally you don't give yourself things unless you pass something.
I feel you.
But it's like, it could be worse. You could have dropped out.
That's something I struggle with too, because I feel like I have anxiety and there's always a voice in the back of my head that's like, they don't care. Please stop talking. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah. So. But even if they don't, like, you have to care.
Yeah.
I feel like another thing you kind of have to look at, kind of from what you said, you can't look at a failure like a failure. Yeah. I feel like you have to look at a failure like a stepping stone to success.
You don't fail,
because I feel like it's either two things you could do. You could either let that failure get to you and just give up as a whole, or you could utilize that failure and learn from what you did to fail to kind of contribute that to be successful afterwards, you feel me? But a lot of people, they get in their heads to where they don't really even think about that initially, and it kind of be like, dang, I failed, so I'm a failure, I'm a loser.
Right.
I just give up. It's like, no, failure is a part of life. Failure is a part of the process.
Though.
You feel me?
Appreciate the experience. Everybody not going to be president, but how many people could say they ran for president? Like,
no, that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah,
people don't really understand that.
Yeah.
Child. You gotta lose to win. You feel me? Turn your L's into lessons and your lessons into blessings.
I like that.
Okay.
When you edit it, put that in there. Y'all don't know how to put
drop a bomb.
Drop a bomb.
I feel like too. Also, one thing that I always told myself is like, be satisfied, but don't be satisfied. So kind of be satisfied like where you are in your life and how far you came, but don't be comfortable and complacent at where you are. Always
be working for something.
No, literally though.
You can't be comfortable.
But at the same time, you kind of balance is a big thing too, because it's like if you don't have that balance of understanding like where you are in your life is a good place, or even if it may not be good, it's the right place where you're supposed to be to get to where you want to be, even though you don't realize that. But because of imposter syndrome, especially at FAMU, you feel like I'm just not there at all. I feel like I'm not even at the starting line. I feel like I don't know. I'm just not here at all. You feel me? When you gotta be realistic with yourself. You gotta give yourself more credit than you take, for real.
It's very true,
man.
That imposter syndrome will really get you. Also, FAMU offers therapy. It's included in our tuition. So go ahead and see them, because they do help with imposter syndrome.
That is.
Oh my God.
I be forgetting to
shout out to Miss Washington.
Shout out to Dr. Boyd.
Wait, y'all gone before?
Yes, it's really good.
I'm gonna go, because like I told myself like since last year, like I was like I'm gonna check it out, but like I never.
No, bro, you need to go, because let me tell you,
they so booked up because even the faculty are going now.
Yeah, they said they get booked around this time,
because
October, November.
Yeah.
Midterms and finals.
But they do emergency counseling too, though. If you really need to talk to somebody, to do emergencies.
But nah, you definitely should, because I was one of them people where it's like, if you do therapy, there's something wrong with you. You feel me? So but when I kind of got to that point,
maybe there is something wrong with it.
I mean, shoot, but
it's okay. You gotta talk about it.
Right, and that's the thing. That's a lot of people, they don't accept that you have a problem initially.
The first.
Why you pointing at me, y'all? Y'all be pointing at me.
It is though.
But I feel like once you accept that and you're willing to get the help, like the growth is just gonna come from there. Like I kid you not, if I feel like I did not get therapy from like when I started, like I think the spring of our sophomore year, I would be in probably a terrible mental place right now.
No, for real. Even the way like I handle situations now is completely different than before I started going. And I'm just shouting out FAMU. I mean, therapy in general. But if you're a FAMU listener, go to the CAS building and book, because they do their therapy very different. Like, they give you assignments to do. They don't just listen to you talk and then be like, oh, yeah, well, what do you think about that? No, they tell you, look, I don't want to hear about this next time you come.
And you get out a lot in an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So
if you personally could get the opportunity to, I would recommend it definitely. You know, the choice is up to you.
They offer Zoom as well.
If you're not comfortable.
I just don't see why you wouldn't go to therapy. Like,
it's free.
It's free. Well,
technically you're paying for it, but like
prepay.
She's prepaid.
Payment
plan. But you know.
Yeah, man. But we gonna get into our last topic for the first episode.
Time flies, doesn't it?
I hope y'all enjoying it. I hope y'all listening. And like, ooh, I like these.
I just dropped like 3 gems this episode. Like,
I feel like we always dropping gems. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta drop the gems. You gotta drop the gems.
The gems.
The gems. The gems.
Oh, okay. I got a good one for the last one. Our lifestyle guru scammers.
That was my question. Okay, I just want to give y'all some context for that. Oh, I did give y'all context.
You did, but go ahead, get the people. Get the people.
So what's trending right now is Coach Stormy. And
I know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to follow Coach Stormy on TikTok.
Who is Coach Stormy?
Y'all really don't know?
Worry about it. I'm finna look at her.
Okay,
right now.
the low vibrational plate trend, that started with her. So basically, what's going on is she's a lifestyle coach among many on TikTok, and she basically, I guess, teaches people how to be millionaires, or teaches people how to carry themselves correctly. In the first video I ever saw of her, she pulled a lip gloss out of her purse and was like, "You see this? This is my business card," because she was selling lip gloss at the time. And I was like, you know what, that does make sense. If you sell products, why wouldn't you always have a business card on you? So anyways, I was like, okay, like, she seems pretty profound. I got off TikTok for a couple weeks. I log back in, all I see is low vibrational. Turns out, y'all,
I don't want it if it's not low vibrational.
She's very she can be very what's the word, you know how your parents just think they're always right? I don't think she thinks she's a bad person, but her delivery is very like my way or the highway. And so they're all sitting outside at this cookout that she planned, and she provided the food for the cookout.
I didn't even know that.
Because what she does is she gets these group of women, and she makes them all pay like $10,000 to spend a weekend with her.
Oh no.
Now I'm not gonna say that sound like a pyramid scheme, but it sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. But I'm not gonna say that. But because you know it's lifestyle coaching. It's lifestyle coaching. And so another incident she did before I get into the low vibrational, she played credit card roulette with all the ladies. So they all went to a dinner on the weekend with her and made the waitress play credit card roulette, and whoever credit card they pulled out, the person had to pay for all of them. And it was like a 5-star restaurant. They pulled Stormy's card out, and she was like, what? And she ended up having to pay for them. But I feel like she should have did that anyway because it's your event. But whatever.
And they just paid the...
She just had to pay. That's a lot of money. And they paid $10,000. But anyways, so they're at this cookout, and what's funny to me is that she's licking her fingers during this whole thing.
She's eating the same food that she's eating.
I wouldn't eat that. But she's sitting here with her plate, and she had a corn and 2 pieces of chicken. And then the girl, she had a hot dog, a hamburger, chicken, potato salad, you know, a cookout plate.
Good.
She was eating good. So Storm was just like, I would never eat that. You could not pay me $1 million to put that in my body. This is royalty. This is a royalty plate. Your plate is a hood rat plate. If they look at your plate and look at my plate, they're going to say I'm royalty. Like, I would never eat that. So the girl was like, they put it on my plate. Like, what was I supposed to do? Say no? She was like, they don't tell me what I want. I tell them what I want.
And who established that? Like, this is a royalty plate and this is a hood rat
Her.
plate.
She just made it up.
And the girl was like,
What's the
yeah,
difference?
you're right, you're right.
Because in some countries, eating more is considered royalty because you can afford to buy more food. But hey, like I said, I'm not a history major.
Yeah.
So,
I was confused when I opened the app. And I saw low vibrational. I was like,
yeah, she was just like, you can't. That plate is low vibrational, and I was like, you know, if you coming from a health guru standpoint, yes, it is low vibrational, but I'm not gonna agree because I don't agree with your behavior.
What does that even mean? Low vibrational.
Low vibrational, like negative,
like,
because everything.
low vibrational.
Oh my gosh!
Yo,
He watching the video.
she got this.
He watching the video.
She got these 2 pieces of barbecue chicken on
sitting
her
here like-
plate. Talking about some low vibration.
I wouldn't eat that.
She licked her fingers and then pointed at the girl. I would never eat that plate.
They could never pay me.
But back to the topic though. The reason I asked that question is because this has been going on TikTok quite a bit now, and people are investing their lives into these individuals who they feel like have it all together. And that's why I asked that, like, are life gurus scammers? Because how are you going to tell me how to live my life when we don't even have the same circumstance remotely? You're living in a penthouse in Atlanta,
Right.
and I'm in my apartment with 2 roommates in Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? But I'm supposed to subscribe to you, and you're supposed to tell me how to carry myself and tell me how to live my life. I feel like that's a scam.
He's still watching this
I think
video.
it's a scam too. I think that lifestyle guru is really just a paid mentorship.
Yeah.
Like, if
But
you
why
don't
not
know-
pay a real
mentor?
Mentor.
So is that like a certification thing you need to be like a lifestyle guru? Or?
No, they just made it up with the internet.
It's like you're an influencer.
You're an influencer, essentially.
You're getting paid.
People, people just.
And all your money comes from those people, but those people don't understand that money, that's where you get your money from. They think that you became a millionaire by doing what you say you're doing, like selling lip gloss.
But they're really getting the money from you.
But if you listen to B. Simone, you can't become a millionaire from selling lip gloss.
I didn't think about
and they want you to think
really
that you
ain't got no
can,
money.
so that you can get under them and do it. But you, I'm not trying to discourage anybody. But if you have a business, half of it is merch and selling. The other half is marketing and being actually genuine. You cannot become a millionaire by just selling merch. Yeah, it's gonna be bomb. Yeah, it's better than Gucci. Yeah, you have cute graphic designs, but it comes from the marketing aspect of it.
And from my understanding of it too, when I kind of remember that era too, she had like a whole series too on how she kind of made it to being a millionaire.
She has like her own version of 48 Laws of Power.
Right.
Her own book.
But she didn't initially only make $1 million or become a millionaire through her business. She had multiple outlets to get to that point initially. But I feel like initially, not really with specifically her, but a lot of people kind of within that area, they don't really be transparent on how to get to that point.
They don't be.
Especially with themselves.
They want you to buy the book.
Yeah. That's how they're getting their money. Especially with especially the men too. I don't want to get on the men too much, but the men got it bad. There's like these men on TikTok with their podcasts, and they're like, yeah, this is how you make money. This is how you do this. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. But I'm like, you have to take into consideration everybody's circumstance. What's the point of being a millionaire if you can't enjoy it? That's what being rich is, when you have residual income coming and you don't have to do any maintenance to keep it.
Exactly.
But like I said, I'm not an SBI major, so don't listen to me. But
you done called out 5 different majors.
Right. But I'm not one of those, so don't quote me on this. But I'm just saying,
you
just know a little bit about everything.
From my basic knowledge, I feel like
from what I heard around the way,
we're just versed
through the grapevine.
Through the grapevine, I heard that.
Through the grapevine.
That's not how you do.
But yeah, I think lifestyle gurus are scammers. And I know firsthand because my mother, she's one of those people who gets like really easily invested in stuff. Like when Avon and Mary Kay was out, she was one of them. Herbalife got her bad.
No.
Herbalife got her bad because like she actually lost weight, so like she really was believing.
Oh, like the skinny green tea.
Yes.
What's the one
ISO tea and NutriBurst?
No,
or the skinny wraps.
Yeah.
It was one. You remember on the Parkers? It was one. I forgot what it was. It was a real thing too in real life, but I forgot what it was called
in real life.
Yeah.
Is it like fitness?
I don't even
related?
remember. No, I think it was like kind of like, I don't know if it was makeup or if it was like kind of like ingredient. I'm gonna do my research.
She was on with the paparazzi jewelry too. Y'all ever heard of paparazzi jewelry?
What you mean?
No.
See, yeah, y'all ain't as far gone. That's how I know. See, don't go that far. She was far gone. So my mother's really easily susceptible to stuff like that. And observing from the outside looking in, I just be like, here she go again. Like,
do y'all think the industries are like too saturated? I asked this question because everybody wants to be an influencer and a lifestyle coach because nobody wants to
do the 9
to 5 anymore. Everybody want to be a hairstylist.
I'm gonna say I don't think that is too saturated, but I do feel like people need to find their own lane.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Make it unique and make it
But everybody isn't a main character. That's what they need to learn.
Because honestly, I get it. The 9 to 5 thing, like I personally don't believe we were here to, you feel me, work a 9 to 5 for 50, 60 years and then retire and die.
I agree.
So
absolutely not.
However, if your 9 to 5 is fun,
but like, you should. I feel like you should be doing something
if you enjoy it.
I don't see nothing wrong. Something about a steady check.
I feel like it varies depending on what you want to do. But a lot of people who do want to be influencers, they, like you said, they don't try to be authentic and unique. Yeah. They try to kind of do what's the trend.
Yeah, and do what other people doing.
Yeah, and it's like, find your niche. Like you said, find your niche. Man.
Yeah, man. They don't have no niche because they're
too busy trying to do the same thing as the next person.
They're boring. They're boring though. Some people are just really boring. I think
it ain't even realistic too. Oh my goodness.
It's like all the YouTubers with the YouTube pranks and stuff. Baby, it's 2022. It's played out. I know you're just trying to get your check.
I think YouTube is what ruined influencer culture. I really think so. Well, not YouTube, but when the couples started making content together. Yeah. That's what messed it up.
Like couples was faking
couples were like
just to get the check.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what are y'all doing? And the prank, I knew the pranks was out of control.
I'm telling her I cheated. Like, okay.
I'm like, okay, what type of prank is that? Whatever happened to just scaring somebody on the other side of the door, or doing silly string?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna pour fish juice on my pants and make my boyfriend think I smell bad.
I saw something that was like, oh, I'm gonna lay and pretend like I'm dead.
Right.
So when he comes home, he's scared. Like, what?
Oh, I'm gonna get a blow up doll and act like there's somebody in the bed.
Actually,
and then you see people like getting violent on YouTube.
Yes, they be like,
but then they be faking too because they already knew what was going on.
Yeah,
they don't even be real happy.
So then it be the collabs.
One fake YouTube couple with the other fake YouTube couple.
Have you ever witnessed that, like in Texas, since you live there?
What you mean?
Have you ever witnessed like TikTok or like YouTube people meeting up, hanging out together?
They meet up in Texas?
They like to meet in Texas and Atlanta.
Texas?
I know Atlanta, but I mean, know Texas.
They like to meet in Texas.
I know some like couples that were popular on TikTok from Dallas. They're not together no more. So I'm not gonna name drop, but
no, don't name drop.
Yeah.
But whoever they may be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you might know it.
I don't know. I'm out of a loop.
Okay, y'all. So we're getting close to the end of the show. Before we end the show off, what we usually do for SMS is like we go around and we do like shout outs if you want to shout out anybody or if there's anything you want to close off and say. So I'm gonna give us that time to do that, and that's what we're gonna do from now on at the end of each show. Amen. So I'm gonna start in that studio over there.
Ladies go first.
You're not gonna shout out nobody.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out my mom and my daddy. Because because they've been telling me that, like, you know, I need to get involved and stuff like that. So once I told them that, I tried out and I made it every day. When you starting? So now I can finally tell them that I started today and they can hear it.
Tell them to tune in too.
Tuesday at 11.
At 11.
Tuesday at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't miss a week.
Don't miss a week.
Don't miss a week. Because they might miss you.
You better watch the next two.
You better
listen to the next two.
Listen to it again.
And don't find me on campus like, what y'all talking about? No.
Go listen.
Come tell me that.
And if you listen to it, share it to somebody you know too. Just don't listen to it.
We're going to start dropping keywords.
We drop too many gems for you to keep it to yourself. You feel me?
We're going to start dropping keywords.
Yeah, we got to do that. Keywords.
Come to me and find me and say, what, like.
Yeah.
We're going to start dropping clues.
You get an incentive, too.
Go ahead, drop in the comments.
You're going to win a prize.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to give I'm going to just run everybody down. I'm going to get a shout out to Raina Jenkins. That's my girl. Kyla Hill. Kyla Hill. That's my girl. D'Anthony Jameson before Ryan gets to him. Who else? Ashante Smith. I'm going to give a shout out to her. Samuel Bouzelaire. I'm going to give a shout out to him. Jeffrey.
She go through the whole list.
He know his name. Bria McCrae. Nice. And the brothers of Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia Fraternity of America Incorporated.
Okay. It's Bree, if y'all didn't know. So I want to give a shout out to everybody in my group chat. You know who you are. I want to give a shout out to my mom for allowing me to even come to Florida to begin with, to be here, to be on this podcast. I'm so happy to have you. Shout out to Evan and Davion. And yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that supports me. And shout out to everybody that's going through mental health, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So
that's real.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Shout out to FAMU Therapy.
Nah, most definitely. Keep doing your thing. But it's your boy Ryan here. First, shout out to God for even allowing me to kind of, have the vision to kind of make all of this happen. Like, I don't know, being here, like, this feels so surreal. So it's like, I can't do nothing but thank God for real. Thank God also for my brother Jamal too for making this happen too, because
the parent trauma.
Okay. But shout out to my mama, my dad, my brother Ronald. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all my brothers, R25. Shout out to all my other family, friends, and loved ones who support me. And shout out to everybody who tuned into the show for the first time.
Shout out to Lindsay, I forgot her.
You feel me? The fact that you made it this far, we appreciate y'all.
For real.
Oh, shout out to the Also Lit Class of 26, because I think I'm the only one in here representing. Because we bad slander.
Everybody
but
know
really,
the best class on the hill is 24. 24.
Okay, 24 is actually.
If you ain't 24, then walk out the door.
Ooh.
Class of 24.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let me go
They
ahead
can
and
only
go.
rhyme theirs
Let
with
me go ahead and
lit.
go.
I'm gonna give a little shout out to first all my cast members of Millennials in Motion. You feel me?
Oh.
We had a great show. I love talking to y'all. I'm really looking forward to all our future episodes. Unfortunately, one of our cast members was a little busy, Camille, so she wasn't able to make it today. But she'll be here next week.
Yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to the fam back at the crib. I want to give a shout out to my brothers in R25. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. This will conclude the first episode of Millennials in Motion. You feel me? Y'all stay tuned. This is on WANM 90.5, the flavor station, where we have the hottest music in Tallahassee and the hottest talk shows on the air. So, yeah.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Millennials in Motion is a product of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.